Welcome back, viewers, to part 6 of the Haute Route.
Achingly beautiful.
We're starting on day 10 from a stealth camp above Gruben and heading over the Augstbordpass to St Niklaus. Once we get there, our route will overlap with the Tour de Monte Rosa, but more of that later. From St Niklaus, we walked on towards Matterhorn, which is a lake near to the town of Herbruggen. Let's make a start then.
Day 10, sun's risen, on our way to Augstbordpass. Just gone 7:30.
The Augstbordpass, the last pass before reaching Zermatt, links the Turkmental with the Matterhorn valleys. It was used from the Middle Ages as a trading route between the Rhone Valley and Italy. If you've been following, you'll have already seen this area when we walked to the summit of Augstbordpass in an earlier video.
Well, less than 2 hours from Augstbordpass, and we are surrounded by this wonderful cirque of rocky mountains. I can hear something buzzing around me. Go away, go away! It's a mozzie. We're into territory that we're quite familiar with now, and I am just waiting for the whack of good views we're going to get over the top of this pass. It is going to be splendid. After all we've been through on this trek, we deserve this.
Absolutely.
It's the storm inside that's breaking my heart each morning while it keeps it going. It's been driving my life into both joy and sorrow, and there's still a long way to go.
And we're looking to Fletchhorn, Laginhorn, Weismus, and then around and back to where we just come up. Descending the Augstbordpass.
Guess I'm the same somehow. I'm sure I've made progress. Still I feel this hunger, like the journey just begun.
Just come down across there, and there's the Augstbordpass. Swartzhorn.
It's the storm inside.
Looking across the far distance is the Weismus, Laginhorn, Fletchhorn, Jeggihorn in front. Amazing terrain. Just rounding the corner here, and suddenly a burst of 4,000 metre peak. Yeah.
Unicorn and Weisshorn behind it.
Yeah, great shot of the Weisshorn, Brunnighorn, Brighthorn, Pollux, Castor, Liscum, Dom, Nadelhorn, and racking the Sass Face hills as well.
Into both joy and sorrow, and there's still a long way.
Zooming into some of those big peaks. Spectacular. And here's Junga. A little spot.
It's the storm inside.
It was so hot, I just went straight in fully clothed. And I got a round of applause from a nearby family for it too.
Sue's in for an early bath. "3,000 feet could be so easy, or 1.5 hours of slog." It'd be the 1.5 hours of slog then. descending into St. Niklaus. There it is down there. Really, really hot along here. About halfway down, I would think, maybe slightly more.
So, we're in St. Nicholas, treating ourselves to a pizza in our favoured restaurant.
Well, this doesn't look like hiking to me.
Before restocking from the supermarket just round the corner. And moving on to find a pitch before reaching the town of Heerbruggen. And now is the time to introduce the Tour de Monte Rosa. It's a circular hiking trail through the Swiss and Italian Alps around Monte Rosa, the highest mountain in Switzerland, at 4,634 metres. The tour also encircles the Dom, the highest mountain entirely within Switzerland, at 4,545 metres. The route traditionally starts and finishes in Zermatt, but since we're heading there on the Haute Route, the overlap starts here. So begins the Tour de Monte Rosa.
After pizza and beer, we're now on our way to look for the stealth camp, leaving St. Nicholas towards Heerbruggen. Local agriculture in practice.
We've had a pizza, we've had beers, and now a very, very stealthy camp. We've finally found somewhere, and we've pitched up. It's 10 to 8, a bit early maybe, but I don't think anyone's going to see us. Anyway, here it is. There's a bit of a track in through the forest, and here we are. Stealth.
Can't see me, right?
Okay, Dave. On that note, see you in the morning.
Day 11. Out of the trees, out of the stealth camp. Sunrise on the Brighthorn. Lovely.
We didn't hang around at camp for breakfast, instead waiting for this spot which Dave and I already knew about.
Happy breakfast.
Heerbruggen 1261. Europahütte 3 hours 40 away.
The route now heads up through the forest, making a spectacular traverse of the mountainside before emerging at the lovely Europahütte. There used to be a high-level route to the Europa, which was and possibly will remain closed due to rockfall.
On the Europaweg, through the trees, it's the Weisshorn. Run a corner to its right. Well, it says maximum 3 persons on the bridge at a time, and then you can maybe make out the route going up this lot here. Wow, that's some structure. I'll just zoom in, you maybe make it out. On the top of some of the trees, Weisshorn, and down to the Brunnerkorn. Squash. Friend's getting a bit of vertigo. So it's so steep. Just pop out for a little view.
That's gorgeous, isn't it?
Wow!
It is gorgeous.
wait for me, Dave, you'll be alright. Finally see Zermatt, Journey's End, for the Haute Route, and that'll be the halfway through tomorrow. There it is.
Finally we rounded a corner and encountered the Europahütte. This is a spectacular section with tremendous views.
Here we are, it's the Europahütte. Reach the bridge. Look at that.
This is a real treat, 20 minutes or so from the Europahütte. This bridge is the longest pedestrian suspension bridge in the Alps. However, we had discovered at the hut that the Europaweg route to Täschalp was closed. This meant that we would have to drop all the way back down to the valley below to Randa and make the full reascent from Täsch to our planned pitch at Täschalp.
We are in Täsch station. After a visit to the tourist information, we're now leaving Täsch, looking for a route called Europaweg. We've reliably informed that the high-level Europaweg was closed between Europahütte and Täschalp.
With gritted teeth, we made the long and at times quite steep ascent up a series of zigzags.
Getting pretty hot though.
In the baking heat to Täschalp.
And there's the first view of the Matterhorn we've had.
Not a perfect view yet, but we were to be treated to much better.
Time to cool off. View ahead now of Rimfishhorn. Climbed that peak a couple of years ago. First view of that mountain. And there's the Täschalp up ahead. You maybe just make that out to zoom in. And the other peak we're just seeing out to the left. Little spike on is Alpine. And we did that one 7 years ago. There's the Rimfishhorn, far distance. Little pano, the one out to the right, the Bishorn. Weisshorn is the tall one, and Schallyhorn. And we've reached Täschalp. Still with the magnificent view of Rimfishhorn and Alpine. Smell my cheese.
It's not cheese. It's whey. Well, we've just been told by the resident up there that it's okay to camp in the car park. Thankfully. So I think we're good with that, aren't we? I don't want to move on any further.
We said, where can we camp? You know, said Randa or Täsch.
Yeah.
Church at Täschalp. That's just beautiful.
After struggling to find a pitch, we had to settle for the car park, which actually wasn't that bad.
Day 12, last day of the Haute Route, second day of the Tour de Monte Rosa. I slept fairly well, but we've got two grumpy campers this morning.
Not grumpy.
Don't know. Maybe both in the morning you didn't sleep very well.
Back on the Europaweg, the final stretch to Zermatt follows the Tufteran Trail,
There's the Matterhorn.
from which outstanding views of the big peaks can be admired.
This morning.
This trail is a popular walk for those who want a great view of the Matterhorn. There is a low-level alternative from Täsch to Zermatt, but to miss this last high-level section in clear weather would be a real
Couple
shame.
just ahead, just packing their camp up. I've had a magnificent view last night. And there's journey's end for the Haute Route. Zermatt below. Quite dramatic light today. Across there. Looks like we might be in for some stormy weather.
We were indeed in for some stormy weather, but for now we descended to the world-famous town of Zermatt with its iconic view of the Matterhorn.
Into Zermatt. Jazz bar. Well, the end of the Haute Route.
This then was the end of the Haute Route. But not the end for us.
Across Zermatt. Day 11.3 or something like that.
11 days, 3 hours.
The Haute Route. And we reached the centre of Zermatt.
No sooner had we walked through the streets, admired the view and relaxed for a while in the park, we were off again to start the Tour de Monte Rosa.
This is it, this third here.
This is it. This is Zermatt as I think of it.
Join us next time for a dream of a stealth camp right beneath the Matterhorn. I hope you've enjoyed the final stretch of the Haute Route. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon for the next Alpine Odyssey. Cheerio!
You can't see me right.